Good morning, everybody. I'm Luke Sullivan with Transwest Truck Trailer RV here in Fredrick, Colorado, right off of Interstate 25. You can't miss us. We've got a ton of inventory. Behind me, some of our used inventory, or one of our pieces of used inventory. It's a 2024 3-horse Lone Star by Cimarron. Really nice unit. Looks like it was really well cared for. It's only a couple years old. About our used inventory, we go through them. We check safety items, we check bearings, we check brakes. Whenever you pull that stuff apart, we re-grease bearings when we put stuff back together. We check the lights, we check the functionality of the trailer overall, and we really do go through them, and so that you can pull away with some peace of mind that you can use this trailer for quite a while before you have to worry about anything. So 3-horse Cimarron Gooseneck. It's a 2024 model. You're not really missing a ton of options versus a new. This trailer is optioned out with quite a few things. We'll point those out to you as we go through it. So maybe it puts it maybe in a little bit more affordable price point to have some of those luxuries. Meat and potatoes of things, 2 and 5/16" ball coupler. B&W's third iteration of this. We're still using this same style now. You get a ton of adjustment out of it. Really nice to have that. Big heavy duty safety chains. Please folks, even with your goosenecks, use your safety chains. And then you'll see clipped onto there too, that coiled breakaway cable for your brakes. Like that they coil that, kind of keeps things a little bit neater in the bed of our truck. One of the first options we come to that this trailer was actually outfitted with after the factory, believe it was done here, so it's still going to be that same Equalizer jack system, electric over hydraulic jack. It's a press of a button now. It really is as simple as that, and it's also keyed, so a little bit more security with that too. We like having that, and it's very handy. Again, like I said, it's the same system that we put on our trailers, so there is a fail-safe if you ever do happen to have a dead battery. Use this little pipe right here. You can fit it in here, and it's just like pumping a car jack or a floor jack in your shop to change a tire. Really easy. You can get the trailer up or down if you need to hook up or unhook. Anytime you add that jack, we have to have a way to power it, so this was added on as well. You've got a battery box here with a little bit of storage. You've got a 12-volt deep cycle marine battery that's going to run your jack for you, obviously. Bonus for that too is you're going to be able to run all your lights around the inside and outside of the trailer, the floodlights and the opti brights throughout. And then you do have a battery disconnect there too. We suggest whether you're storing the trailer overnight or for the season, always disconnect that. It is kind of easy to leave one of those lights on and kill your battery. Close that back up. That is lockable as well and keyed, so nice to be able to secure that too. Matching spare wheel and tire here, excuse me, mounted up a little bit higher so that we did have room to mount that jack. Something that we do for a lot of our inventory units if customers ever do want to add that, so keep that in mind. It buys you that little bit of space that you need here, and it does bring it up and protect it a little bit and keeps it away from that rear tire of your tow vehicle. Again, nice to have that matching spare if you ever have a blowout on your way to a show or something like that. One thing that sets this apart, we'll see a lot more of it as we go around too, is that charcoal color. I like it. They stand apart a little bit more from the white, but you'll see here, oversized tack room door. A couple reasons we do that. First and foremost, really nice ease of entry and exit into the tack room. But even if you've got this filled up with saddles, if you've got some longer back saddles, you can swing this out very easily. You've got the room to do that, and even loaded up, I can still make my way in here pretty comfortably and not have to swing this open or closed. On that oversized tack room door, you do have a couple blanket bars there too. They're just like that saddle rack. They're in a gas shock, so they'll swing out if you want to load them up. If you're tacking up, loading up, want to swing this out and let them air out in the wind a little bit before you close up for the day. Nice to be able to do that and then load it back up. And then gas shock, there's no hardware, there's no pins, there's nothing you have to latch or snap to put that back in its storage position. Sorry, I might get tongue-tied today. It's getting chilly. Feeling a little bit more like February around here. We also have a brush box down there at the bottom of the door, a couple little partitions in it. Show sheen, fly spray, hoof paint, whatever it is you need some easy access to when you're tacking up or loading up. And it's got a couple little drain holes in there too, so I'd be the first one to spill something in there. So nice to be able to hose that out and clean it out. Stepping into the tack room, we are a rubber matted floor in here. Really easy to sweep this out, really easy to pull these rubber mats out too if you want to clean out underneath them. You're going to have standard Cimarron's aluminum floor underneath that. We'll talk some more about that when we get in the back. Here on the drop wall, you've got this boot box. Nice extra spot for storage, obviously. Carpeted, it's a great spot to take a break, have a seat, and it's also obviously a great step into your gooseneck area. Whether you're using this for storage, it's obviously a blank slate. You want to throw an air mattress up here or a bedroll up here. You've got a couple windows, going to give you some cross ventilation, keep you a little bit cooler. We'll talk a lot more too about keeping cool with Cimarron's insulated roof. They do a really nice job with that, and that helps with temperature quite a bit. So obviously a blank slate up here. We have carpeted the gooseneck wall and the drop wall and the floor up here on the deck. So gonna be able to get nice and cozy up here if you want to. You can certainly set this up and be very, very comfortable in here if you wanted to. For more storage and kind of useful tack room solutions, we do have a storage shelf up here. Great spot. It's got a lip in here too, so whatever you do throw up there, hopefully it's not going to roll out on you. It's going to be self-contained. And then on the bottom side of the shelf is a nice little clothes rod too. Really nice to get some stuff out of the back seat of your truck, maybe make some passengers a little bit more comfortable and stay a little bit more organized. As you see going through the trailer too, it's really, really clean in here too. We're going to just get this out of our way for a second. But part of the reason we're seeing a lot of these used trailers look a lot nicer in the tack room area when they come back is this carpeting behind the bridle hooks. We talk a lot about it on our new inventory, and this is proof right here that obviously they had some hanging gear here, but it hasn't marked up this wall like we see on a lot of those old trailers with nothing behind the walls, just paint or bare aluminum or steel or whatever it is. You'll see Cimarron, same heavy duty hooks. I like they're pretty tall and they're pretty deep and they're very stout. So all your stuff's gonna stay right where you left it and hopefully not gonna bounce onto the floor when you get to your destination, because we've all found our stuff there before too. In the corner, always kind of been some wasted space. Really nice to tuck in. 28-gallon corner water tank in there strapped in. It is on a little pedestal. Gives you a nice spot to fill a 5-gallon water bucket. And then you'll see it doesn't even look like it's been opened. The 10-foot hose that we include with these trailers from the factory as new. So you can run that right outside the trailer and fill up some water buckets and have some water from home, whether you're traveling, whether you're showing. Nice to be able to just have that as a little bit of a safety net in case you ever need it. And you'll see the saddle rack swings right away, uninhibited, and it's just kind of tucked out of the way back there. Like I said, that's always been a wasted space spot. So no trickery. We do have a battery box running, some running lights for you just to give you an idea how it looks. But again, like we said with that 12-volt battery, that OptiBright's running off that, honestly, and really nice. We're hearing back from a lot of customers that they're using their tack rooms are in their trailers as their tack rooms at a boarding barn or something like that. So really nice to be able to have some nice light in here if you're using it just like that. So we'll work our way back out of the tack room. We'll close up this big tack room door and give you a look at the charcoal siding. I think it does, like I said, it sets it apart from the white a little bit. I like the color options that you get from Cimarron, and this is a nice one that was equipped with that. Fold up step too on a gas shock, just like that saddle rack and the blanket bar. No pin, nothing to get crusted up with gravel or dirt or road grime, and it's just a really easy operation. It holds itself open, holds itself closed, and you've got that going down. We talked about this trailer being optioned out a little more than most. One of those big options is these drop windows on hip side. It's February, it's cold this morning, it's making me get tongue-tied, it's that cold. So we're not really thinking about it, obviously, but come August, and if you've got 3 horses inside of this trailer, we've obviously got drop windows on head side. To bring them over to the hip side, you can move a ton of air through the back side of this trailer and this passenger side of the trailer and keep your horses very, very cool. So really nice added option with those. Again, it is February, we'll close them back up. You'll see they still have some bus windows in them, so you can regulate some airflow, still keep everybody comfortable, and keep a little fresh air moving through the trailer as you go. You'll see we talked a little bit about running gear. Up front, when we talked about the spare, you'll see our 16-inch matching aluminum wheels and tires down here. Really nice running gear on these trailers, Dexter torsion axles, and you do have electric drum brakes on both axles. So be sure, even with a smaller gooseneck, if you've got a bigger tow vehicle, still be sure you've got a functioning brake controller in that, and you have control over that setting. That's always a fluid setting. A couple other small little tidbits, some tie rings between our drop windows there. Nice to be able to tie right next to our tack room door. You'll see mirror image on driver's side too. Parking situations never allow life to be that easy, so we've got a couple different options for you. And then a 16-inch OptiBrite floodlight over our fender here. Gonna shed a lot of light on the side of these trailers. You'd be really impressed how much light they put out at night, and they're gonna be a big help to you. It's gonna shed enough light up towards that tack room too that you'll see a lot of what's going on. Double doors here in the back. We are a 60-40 split, so 60 passenger side, 40 driver's side. Nice to be able to swing maybe the smaller door open and get the head clipped on at your number 1 horse here, or your number 3 horse, excuse me, at the back of the trailer, and then open that second door. Cimarron also does a nice job with this strap. Doing a bar all the way across a 610 wide or wider trailer is going to be a little cumbersome. And I'm a shorter guy, so I'm literally standing at eye height with that bar. Maybe not an ideal spot situation, so we like this strap quite a bit. Makes that a lot easier, and just an easier pull it over and set it and forget it and you're done. This is a step-up style with a bumper. Because it's a Cimarron, if you wanted to add a ramp, that's certainly something we could help you with here at Transwest. We've got some techs in our shop that do really awesome work, and with Cimarron we can get factory parts that would match the color of the trailer as well. We'll talk about flooring. Rubber mats. It's going to be frozen down. It went through our wash bay probably last night, so can't pull that up for you, but we've showed you many times Cimarron's floor. It's a 4-inch on center cross member, tongue and groove style. Really hard to compare to anybody else on the market. And the idea behind that 4-inch on center cross member is that even a small Shetland pony is going to be standing on a beam that goes the length of the floor, and it's going to be sturdy. You're never going to get those waves in the aluminum floors that you see that are a little bit less supported. So again, we're a 3-horse slant load inside of here. This partition is a partial, solid, no airflow bars on this one, but padded on both sides. And one awesome thing that Cimarron does a lot of work and a lot of research on is these anti-rattle latches. The plastic on metal, the quiet ride is the number 1 goal out of these. We all know too that aluminum, rubbing on another piece of aluminum or metal is going to wear too, so this is going to keep a lot of longevity in these trailers and keep them running down the road quiet, as opposed to those old steel trailers that you hear rattling down the road. You will see this trailer is a used unit. That's a big reason why we show you these videos. This is our stud wall. It looks like somebody got a little dancy in here. No structural damage to it or anything like that, just a lot of marks on it. So again, as you can see, it is a used unit, and that's really what we want to show you as we go along throughout the trailer. Number 1 is a stud divider. We have a lot of customers tell us they use this number 1 stall for storage. You have an escape door over there on driver's side, so if you want to load some hay, some shavings, keep that stuff out of your tack room or out of the bed of your truck, you have that option, and you don't have to worry about anything slipping underneath your horse's feet. Looking around the trailer too, you'll see kick mats on all surrounding walls. We've got them on hip side, we've got them on that partition wall, and then behind me as well, behind these folded over too. So we're going to keep all those walls protected and extend the life of this trailer quite a bit. As we look our way up, I've closed our drop windows here on passenger side, on hip side, but you'll see above those 2 OptiBrites. Those interior OptiBrites, those things put out a ton of light. It's going to be bright in here with these white walls reflecting on all sides. It's going to be really easy, really inviting to load your horses into if you do need to make an early morning run or a late night run loading up on your way home from a show or something like that. The roof, we talked about Cimarron's insulated roof. It's a 1-piece panel, about a 1/2 inch thick, 3/4 of an inch thick, kind of a honeycomb design. has a great insulation factor, also has a big structural component too. So it's going to help you out if you're in hail country. Maybe we can call it hail resistant. And then again, with the insulation factor, we see a 10 to a 15% decrease in temperature inside of these trailers versus an aluminum sheeted or steel sheeted roof trailer that we would put out on the lot in the middle of summer or something like that. Some two-way roof vents over each horse as well. Really nice. The depths of summer open all those guys in to scoop some air over the backs of your horses. Some bus windows in the back doors will help relieve that and move some air over them. And then this time of year, maybe reverse those. Just pull a little bit of air out of the top of this trailer. If you had 3 in here, or even this morning on a chilly day, you're going to have the fresh air moving through the trailer and keep some of that stale air out of the top of the trailer. So close these back up. Like I said, quiet ride. They really work hard on these latches. They also call them slam latches because it's as easy as that. We all know loading horses, you want to get them in there, get them latched in, and be sure you get that in positive engagement on that latch and that somebody's not going to sneak out on you. So nice to have that option. We'll close these doors up for you. You'll see LED running lights still all around the trailer. And then we do have one small 8-inch Opti Bright there on passenger side, just above that 60 door, to give you some light loading up back here. Controls still for all those 4 lights. You're going to have some control over the interior lights and then all of the exterior lights individually right there. Easy to jump out of the driver's side of your truck and come over here and work your way around the trailer and get things opened up. Tuck drop windows on hip side. Drop windows on head side are accompanied with the jail bars. Like the Cimarron jail bars quite a bit. First, we'll talk about the suction cup that holds these down. I've driven through some nice crosswinds now in Kansas and watched these come all the way closed if they're not secured down. So Cimarron does a great job with that little socket and cup there, and it holds these tight against the wall of the trailer. And then the jail bars themselves, no mechanism, no latch, just kind of like our steps and our saddle racks as well. Keep it simple. Pops right in and out of that track and that opening, and that's all you've got to do. If you want to drop this down, offer a little bit of hay and water, get a lead chain hooked on to somebody before you unload them, you have that option. And then before you hit the road, drop that back up and you're good to go. Obviously, like we said, it is winter time, so I'm going to close these and crack a couple of those bus windows and do it just like that. Escape door, you will notice this drop window is just a little bit smaller. Obviously, we got to fit inside the frame of that escape door, so just a little bit smaller, but functions the same way. Still have a bus window in it. And then with the escape door, we've got easy access. Like we said, if you're going to use it for storage, it's a really nice spot to throw a couple bales of hay or more, a couple bags of shavings or something like that, and you have it easy access first thing when you get to your destination. Get this guy closed up for you. If you do have any questions, if you're curious about drawings and specs on this, we can get those for you. Please feel free to reach out. My email's down below, luke.sullivan@transwest.com. My cell phone. If you have questions about weights and maybe jumping into a gooseneck from a bumper pull or something like that and tow vehicles, you can call or text me anytime. My cell phone's 859-509-1282. And then if you're interested in this trailer specifically, please feel free to reference it via its stock number 5N260090. Thanks for your time today, everybody. También hablo español.